ID check counter details. So when you are in row for the ID check, arrange your documents. When they will call you, you need to just show them your phone. You need to show them the documents you are carrying for secondary IDs, secondary ID, primary ID, and the address proof. Once they will verify that, they will ask you to sit and wait. Now, again, your uh, token number will be called out. Then they will ask you to go to another counter. In that counter, they are going to verify your documents again. They are going to ask you certain questions like, do you have a foreign country license? You can just provide that details, right? And then they will take a picture. They are going to ask you to make a $10 payment, and yeah, that's it. After, and then they will give you a initial permit number or a document which is not validated yet. Okay, so on that counter you can ask, can I give my knowledge test? So in case the knowledge test slots are available, they will say, okay, you can take the knowledge test today, but you have to book an appointment. So what you need to do, you just need to go to the official website, book the knowledge test of same date, select the nearest time. Okay, so once you take an appointment, you can go to the reception area, tell them, okay, my initial permit, I got this from my book the knowledge test appointment, can I take the test? After that, they will send you to another counter. You have to show your documents. They will ask you to take the knowledge test. The knowledge test will have 50 questions. You have to get 40 questions correctly in order to pass the knowledge test. Once you pass the knowledge test, they are going to ask you for your foreign country license, and they are going to search for that license in their system, and you have to be lucky enough that your license details are shown up. Once that is done, they are going to give you a validated initial permit, and they will ask you to come next day to get your driving license. Okay, so this is all day one activity. That's all you need to do. Now on day two, you need to again go to the reception. You need to show them your initial permit. You can ask them, I am here to get my driving license. They will again give you a form. You need to fill that form. Just select the document type as driving license. They will ask you to go to the ID check counter. Same thing, they are going to verify your documents. Once that is done, they are going to send you on another counter. On that counter, they are going to ask you few questions, few generic questions, and then they are going to take your picture. They are going to take $25, and voila, all the process is done. You are all set, sorted. So I'll tell you the time it has taken for me. So day one activity has taken like 3 hours because there were so much counter I have to go, and then day two activity took me like 1 hour. Now here is the thing I would like to highlight. So I was thinking maybe I could have asked, can I take the day two activities also on the day one? So when the lady handed over me my initial permit document, I should have asked, can I take my driving license today as well? Today only, right? Because it will save you a day. So you can definitely go and check once you get your initial permit. It will save you a day time. I think that should be doable, but I'm not sure on that. But you should try to ask this question. If that is fine, then it will save you one day. Okay, now on day two at the last counter, they will say everything is done, and now you will receive your driving license within 14 days, which is 2 weeks. So that's a big process, but it's a step-by-step process. If you follow all the things, it is easy. Okay, you just need to go and keep asking the counters for the necessary details like the knowledge test. I have booked the appointment on the spot on day one. Okay, so similar thing you can do. Otherwise you have to book a separate appointment for the knowledge test, and once that is done, you have to book an appointment for the driving test. So you have to be smart here to act accordingly. Okay. All right, thank you. If you have any question on this process, please comment it out. I'll reply it. All right, let's move on. All right, knowledge test. Okay. So when you will reach on counter 3, right? They will ask you to give the knowledge test, and it will be like a screen, and you will get a headphone. The questions will be there on the screen. You can take a sample test. Sample test is very basic, I would say stupid. This is just to ask you, okay, you are able to touch the touch screen is working or not. Okay, you can take that though. It will have one question, and then you just need to answer that, and if you are fine, you can start your exam. So there is no time limit on the exam, first thing. And the main tip I want to share is like attempt the questions which you are sure about. If you have a doubt on any question, don't attempt it, because as soon as you will answer the question, you will be able to see that answer is correct or not. Okay, and if you are getting multiple questions incorrect, you may get in some tension, because I was doing that. So when I got my first answer incorrect, I was like, oh God, I need to come again and give this test. I got my second answer incorrect, and I was like, I'm going to skip the questions which I'm not sure about, because you can take those questions later on once you are done with all the questions. So suppose out of 50, if I have skipped 10 questions, so after attempting all 50, I will be able to see those 10 questions again. So that is the strategy I think you should follow too. So attempt the questions which you are very sure about, and then if still there are some questions to be answered, you can just make your best fit out of it. So that's what helped me in the knowledge test. So I completed my knowledge test in like 15 minutes. I was so well prepared. It was easy. You just have to have some strategy around it. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right, my personal experience. So it was quite good in like booking the appointment, going to the office, or preparing for the exam. The main hurdle came on the ID check counter when they said your rent agreement is not accepted. So I immediately thought, let's ask about the internet bill. So luckily they said, yeah, you can show that. So I was able to show the internet bill. Okay, and then that was the first issue, but I overcame. And then the second issue that I faced on the day two, when they was checking my internet bill, they said, oh God, it is 90 days past, so you have to give us the latest bill. I told them, no, I have shown the same document yesterday and it all worked. So after having a 15 minutes of conversation, they were able to process that. They were fine with it. And another thing that I would say was the knowledge test. So when I got few of my questions wrong, I was in, uh, I got in the uh, scheme that okay, I have to give the knowledge test again. But no, I chose to answer the question which I knew for sure. So that strategy also helped me. And then yeah, you have to just prepare 3 or 4 days for the knowledge test, and you are good to go. Just keep an eye for the documents that you are carrying. Okay. Yeah, and it was pretty easy, I would say. Only I have only thing is that I have booked my appointment with the place which is like 40 minutes far from my place, and I thought that created some problem. But I didn't had any other options because the appointments were not available. So you can see and book an appointment to your nearest or earliest center, whatever is your experience, uh, is your need, right, or your personal ask. Yeah, and it was quite good, and I got my driving license. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm sure you will feel the same way once you will get everything done. Yeah, so that's all. It's not a very complicated process, but I would say to get things straight, it's a lengthy process. But if you go through the video, the details that I have shared, I can say you will be able to get your driving license without any hurdles. All right, do let me know if you have any comments, any other open questions that you have. I would check and see if I can reply. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video.